2018 was a difficult year for many peoples, and the forecasts for 2019 are extremely alarming. Conflicts are bringing humanitarian demands to critical levels. Some 20 million people in just 4 countries are now facing famine and starvation. To help manage the massive migration flows caused by this dramatic situation, the Order of Malta has supported and contributed to the United Nations' difficult and demanding mission to create new global compacts for migrants and refugees. The Global Compact, the challenges posed by migration, the Middle East, and religious persecution were some of the issues addressed by the Grand Master of the Sovereign Order of Malta, Fra Giacomo della Torre del Tempio di Sanguinetto, during a meeting at the start of the new year with the ambassadors of the 108 countries with which the Order has bilateral diplomatic relations. We are convinced that if we want to manage and render this irreversible global migration sustainable, the Global Compact is the most effective instrument we have, the Grand Master told the diplomatic corps. No country can manage this phenomenon effectively by itself, whether it be in Europe or in the rest of the world. We cannot speak of migration without including the Mediterranean, added the Grand Master. We are promoting humanitarian laws through dialogue with representatives of the fragile state of Libya and of international agencies. The odious human trafficking trade is caused by poverty and desperation. So the migrants, often minors, often young women, are the ones who are the first victims of a phenomenon involving some 25 million people. Fra Giacomo della Torre then announced that 120 volunteers of the Order of Malta from Italy, France and Germany are preparing to go to Panama at the end of January to take part in World Youth Day. They will provide accident and emergency care for participants during the 5 days they spend in the Central American country, where Pope Francis will also be present, he said. We are convinced that the only way to offer a more hopeful future for humanity is to focus on these young people who will overcome so many barriers by willingly, fearlessly embracing their neighbour. In the year following the 70th anniversary of the Declaration of Human Rights, the Sovereign Order of Malta is more committed than ever to bringing assistance and relief to those who suffer and to seeking intervention models that respect individual dignity and which are capable of promoting peace and social cohesion. The ongoing wars and conflicts, the spread of populism and xenophobia, the attempts to disseminate fake news to spread concerns and fears remind us that the role of diplomacy is fundamental to guaranteeing an environment of dialogue and credibility in bilateral and multilateral relations, concluded the Grand Master.